Hey, what's up? It's Nico. I just want to give you a quick example how I set up my writing guidelines when I'm, for example, writing a blog post using automation. So the first thing I do is I use a use content block, and in here I define the topic that I'm writing about. So my variable is going to be topic, and the topic is whatever topic you're writing about. For example, how to write great sales copy, right? So the next block is another use content block, and this is my guidelines block. So in here, I define all the stuff that I want my prompts to follow. For example, I say rules or guidelines. The first rule is explain it like I'm 5 years old. And the second rule is write like Steve Jobs would do it. So this is my guidelines task. And I can use these guidelines variable in all my prompts. For example, if I have a prompt that says, so it says, write a headline for this topic. Now, maybe I want this headline to follow these rules. I can then copy them over here. And in my next prompt, I will also have to copy them over here. And whenever I want to change these guidelines, for example, from 5 to 3, then I have to do it in all my blocks. So instead of copying my rules in all my prompts, what I'm doing is I'm setting up this use content block, have this guidelines variable, and paste it here. So I just paste it to all these run prompts tasks, and whenever I want to change my guidelines, I only have to ever change them here. So I can change in here from 5 to 3. And since this is a variable guidelines and it will be changed live when the automation is running, these changes I'm making here will have, of course, an impact on these prompts. So it's 10 times easier to maintain, especially if you I have an automation with like 30 tasks, and if I have to change my guidelines manually in all these tasks, it will be a hassle. It's better to set up a task, a use content task, and then you name it guidelines, for example, and then you just add this guidelines variable to all your prompts.